overall, though, it's always good with Birthday Cake Trebuchet. It's always good at the exchange. Um, Good with our fans and all that shit. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. I'm just coming down from like the highs that you get from playing stage on, playing for music and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's almost like a fight. And I guess you probably haven't been in like. It's like you get this like adrenaline while you're doing it, and then once it's like all done and over and whatever, there's like this, I don't know, lingering sort of decaying euphoria. Yeah, yeah, just kind of post like stimulation and all these like people patting you on the back and dapping you up, all that stuff, and then you go from that to coming back home, and it's always just like normalcy. It's kind of like post nut clarity. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like after a really awesome time at a show, you come back home and it's like getting home from a vacation or something, and you're just kind of like, it was like that was so much fun, and then you get home and you're just like, oh fuck, yeah, real life again. You know, it's a real thing. We got a potential gig offer coming. I mean, way in October, but it's another band that's going to be on tour, and the promoter of the exchange said that they'll try and probably get us set up with this band too. If this band is like bigger than Excuses. So that's cool. A couple other gigs here and there. Yeah. Yeah. Did you not see them yet? Check out the Kyle Gass project or the Casino. It's like that. Yeah, it's pretty much something like that, right?
It's
It's like a
mostly
furniture,
just for looks.
both of them a little bit. Yeah, I like what you did with like the bar at the casino and the little betting area. Yeah, JD, come to the casino. Like, there's a little. It shows one thing that I changed there. The rest of it's the same. Yeah, I don't know if it. I don't think they have any functionality, but I haven't tried.
Care for a drink?
Whoa, it has a creeper face on it too. Creep. That's funny.
There's now a popcorn machine at the circus. You can actually get
That
popcorn.
makes. Oh, you actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Well, they're both very fitting. Fuck, I just housed like 9 mozzarella sticks when I got home. Now I just feel it like I feel like shit now. Ugh, sitting like a goddamn boulder in my belly. I checked out your castle and your hole there, and my shit lagged pretty hard for like a good minute when I got there. Yeah, there's more pool tables, but check out the bar, dude. It's a TV. Yeah.
The scoreboard actually works. Like you can change the score in the inning, and
It's just
well, we can.
someone hitting. Whoa! Someone hitting absolute fucking home runs.
It's just that TV, and then scoreboard. There's speakers.
Yeah, speakers are cool.
There's neon signs above the bar.
Yeah. Joe Rogan and Dana Carvey, or Dana White, I think his name is. One of the Danas.
We have soda now too, and pop. Well, there's no popcorn in the casino, but we got. If you want a soda,
Yeah, but I didn't drink it mine yet. I'm waiting for you to get. Oh look, does it do anything?
no,
Doesn't
you
even
just.
feel hunger.
We have endless supply from the mini fridge.
It doesn't even. Gotta
Well,
be
there's a
quicker than
sign.
that,
It's
buddy.
Creeper Cola. There's a sign for it. Yeah, the popcorn machine you have to refill, but the soda you don't have to. Well, no, it just needs.
Oh, that makes sense. I like how it doesn't even like fill any hunger or do anything really.
Yeah, it's the eating motion, not the drinking motion.
Yummy. I love eating aluminum. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
There's
Pull that shit up,
you can
Jamie.
put up banners for any Major League Baseball team.
Really?
Yeah, I have a Blue Jays and a Yankees banner up in my house.
Good choices, honestly.
You like
Click
place
the
it
left
on the
trigger.
ground, or can
Oh,
there only be
Jada,
one at a time? There's a
there's lava
lamp?
lamps. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna put one in my house. I was gonna put several in my house.
We can all look at the book together.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, why'd you put it away? Left trigger on the or the page.
I don't know, but there's page 1. Maybe it's like ever we gotta back up to make sure you gotta be the closest to it.
That's what I said.
Yeah, left.
I said LT, bro. Air hockey table. Air
Yeah.
hockey.
We can make like there's arcade machines too, but they don't really fit the
Do
casino.
anything.
Like
Really?
you
I
don't
was
see air
gonna make-
hockey in the casino.
Well, I was gonna make arcade machines because to me that kind of is like casino adjacent.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else. I mean, you could probably toss one or two in the Kyle Gas project, but there could be like a little row in here, like maybe on this wall here. That'd be a good spot.
True.
Like a little like 3 or 4 of them right here on the wall. Yeah, like bar stools. Sometimes I cuss like I was raised in a barn. Yep. Air hockey.
Yeah, but the baseball
Yeah.
bats and baseball are just decorative. You can't play, and the scoreboard works, but I don't know what game you're supposed to keep track of.
Hey, you could. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like imagine like a snowball throwing mechanic, and then like you know what I'm saying? Oh, like hitting a gas ball thingy. It's like
Oh,
similar to
yeah.
that. You could totally also use this scoreboard for other types of competition, like
Yeah.
the fight, like the dojo. Yeah.
They lived
just
one more
another step.
day. I used it the next day. I almost broke the server, but I used it the next day. Yeah, but they'll fly. You can't trap them under the water, I don't think, 'cause they can.
Die. They're dumb. They die so easily.
No, the allies are smart. It was just Ernest was stupid. Because I've
I
had
don't
no
know,
issue with
man.
any other ally except when I took Ernest out.
When I brought the first ones that I found over, I had like 7 of them, and then only like 4 of them made it because they were fucking stupid and got stuck in trees. And yeah, I went back a million times and rescued them, and then I turn around and keep walking, and then get stuck in another goddamn tree. They were kind of stupid when I brought these ones here at first.
I never crafted a
So,
baseball field. I want to know what it looks like. How big is it?
yeah,
Yeah, but it doesn't give you like measurements.
that's a good question.
How do you craft it? Oh, a trophy. We can end up trophies.
Dojo, and also Carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah, for like prize, for like mini games. You know,
Mm,
like Carney games. Carney always feels like a slur, even though it's not.
it kind of does.
Oh, he's one of them carnies. Yeah, they kind of just.
Yeah, that's why I put a trap door. They keep escaping. They fall down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they changed it that they stop being scared for a little bit every so often.
Patched it, I'm telling you.
You could craft this field. Where is it? Can't find it. So
Bringing the
craft
armadillos
the
here
individual
sucked.
bases.
Yeah, name him fuck ass idiot or something.
This shit
Fuck
again.
off. Yeah.
Guys, how do I craft this field? I can't find it.
Let me
Do they
open my
come up in the
book.
regular menu when you like search stuff up?
Um, Poster,
Card display. My baseball card collection.
television. Baseball card collection.
Display my My Little Pony trading cards.
Dude, it's just a rug. You can't build a whole field, it's just a rug.
Oh. Oh, you have to
Yeah,
build the bases
you can
separately.
build bases. Yeah, you can build bases and make your own field, but the actual field itself is just a rug, and it doesn't look that big. I know.
God, I hate this stupid book. I'm gonna look it up, see if I can just look it up. Rug.
I'm gonna go back to terraforming the Sky Island. Skyland.
Oh,
That
I have
sounds
to
like a Gen
craft
Z
the
name.
base.
Oh, I had a realization too at the gig. Like last year, I think actually one of our first shows, um, I thought there was one of my exes in the crowd. Well, there definitely was at a couple of them, a couple different ones, but one of the other exes that I've had, um, I thought they were in the crowd because there was this girl in the crowd that looks like identical to her, and I kept on kind of looking back at her like, is that her? Um, and this whole time I thought it was, but today she was back in the crowd with homeboy JJ there, and I was like, oh no, it's her again. Is that my ex? Or like I had to figure it out. Um, and turns out after the show, after we're all packed up and everything, turns out she was there with JJ, and they they actually opened up Pokemon cards during one of our songs on video. I think it's on my story now. Like they were opening a deck of cards during like Sully or something, and that was pretty funny. But then I found out that it's not her. It's just like a pretty damn similar looking doppelganger. And apparently she's like a dancer, like does like kind of like a theater person, you know, theater kid, theater person. But now we follow each other on Instagram, which is cool. I was like, okay, cool. She's like just as hot as my ex, but not the one that cheated on me when she was on vacation and dumped me on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could just relive it again, but with
I
someone who.
don't think of it like that.
She is goddamn hot though. I could relive it again, but with someone who's probably not that like, I don't know, sinister. However, the one that did that to me was the chick with OnlyFans, and also she was like on the spectrum. But she has a kid now. I don't think. I might have cured it. No, I'm kidding. That was awful. But they look goddamn similar, I'm telling you. Like, almost identical. Crazy, crazy. Wonder if she's single. I'm gonna look at her Instagram. Man, listen, I've been out of the game for too long. God forbid if a boy catch a vibe. Shooters shoot, man. It's uncanny how similar they look. I know what you're saying, bro. It had potential. Hey man. See, I told you. It's my staircase.
Oh my god. I
I was
made the
fucking
rug
pissed off. How big is it?
rug sized, 3 by 3. It looks cool.
I don't believe that because it's a
Well, it looks
baseball
like a
diamond.
yeah, it looks like a
And that's just a fucking goddamn diamond shape. Or a gem
You
shape,
can
even.
make bases in the home base.
Yeah, so you can make your own diamond, but for what?
Well, I believe they intended the MLB add-on to be for baseball fans.
Yeah, all 10 of them.
Yeah. We're such big baseball fans, we had to download.
I played baseball for like 8 years of my life, and I'm not even really a big fan as an adult. or even as a kid. I just like playing sports sometimes. When someone tries to talk sports with me, I'm just like, yeah, go get them. I hope that team is better than that team. Hope he hits a real slam dunk on the on the rink. I hope he shoots the ball in the hockey net. Actually, that's lacrosse basically, but
Yeah.
you know, which I also played for like a year before I got tall. I was just short and chubby playing lacrosse with people who are like fucking grown ass teenagers. It hurt so bad because I'd get bodied because I was just short, slow, and chubby. And I was playing against like bantamweight players because the league was so small. But our walkout song was like "Let's start a riot" because our team was called the Riots.
My mom's baseball team, or not baseball, basketball. I already forgot my sport. Basketball team. They played We Are the Champions because they were undefeated. So they would come out
That's
onto the
so
court playing
cocky.
We Are the Champions.
That's kind of a gangster move in sports. Gotta psych them out.
Well, they won like the provincials. They were the best in BC one year.
That's actually huge. Ball catcher. Dude, Dad, remember how we heard about growing up how like Dad was like he could have been in NHL? Yeah, no, I believe it too. And he had to make a choice, and I low key feel bad about it every time it comes up. It's like, yeah, your dad could have been like a professional like NHL hockey player when he was in college, but then he chose to have kids and have a family. And I'm like, okay, well, look how happy he is now. It's possible. Dude, hockey, he'd be. Oh, actually, you're right, I think. It would have been in America. Yeah. I mean, that's where the market is for, like, being famous, though. Amy, I'm gonna send you this girl's, like, profile, and then I'm gonna send you my ex who I think she looks a lot like. I'm not gonna send it to you, JD, because you don't care, probably. Either way, they're both pretty. And I remember I showed my friend Alexis this photo of this girl, and we met while I was dating her, actually. But then years later, I sent her a photo because we were talking about something regarding like her, and then she was like, "Wow, she's actually really pretty." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean, dick?" Like, what do you mean she's actually really
Damn, you
pretty?
lost a good one.
Yeah, or just like like, "Wow, she's way out of your league." I sent it to you on Instagram, by the way, Amy. Like when
I
you're on
see it.
stage and there's like lights on your face and stuff and it's dark because you're at a fucking rock show. It's very similar, I think. They're both really pretty, honestly. Only one's evil. She's a witch. Like literally a witch.
Well, one of them has a black cat.
Yeah, that Prue, that's the name of her cat.
Is it the evil one or the good one?
The evil one. I don't know much about
Well, yeah,
the
it's a black cat.
yeah, Prue, that's her cat's name.
Cats are familiar.
Yeah, it's like I genuinely thought for like months that that was just my ex at the show. I didn't ask her, I didn't like try and investigate it. I was just like, oh, yep, there there she is. It was bound to happen at some point. But they look like they could be like related almost. It's crazy. Oh, dude, and even crazier. Um, Recently, this girl that I saw, okay, this girl that I saw on Tinder, like, I say recently, like, as in last night. This girl that I saw on Tinder, like, years ago, she's been a big, like, fan of, like, my solo stuff, like, with Eversick on my SoundCloud, and has been for, like, years. Or at least the last, like, 2 years, I don't know. She ended up dating, this is crazy, Laura. She ended up dating. First of all, we were never like a thing. We were never dating. And there was never even in the books. It was just kind of like, whatever. And then she ends up dating this guy who had history with this other girl that I saw and that I worked with. Her name is Jewel. We were friends, and then things happened, whatever. But he dated her, my friend Jewel, for like several months. And as it turns out, this girl that I saw a long time ago from Tinder, her name is Kia. Um, she ended up dating this guy very recently, and he's basically my name came up 2 times with 2 girls that he's like dated in the last couple of years, and so he got real like suspicious, and so he like started to like scope me out on social media, and all of a sudden he's like spam adding me on like TikTok and like Facebook and Snapchat and everything. And I'm like, this can't be happening again because my friend Jewel, or whatever, her current partner, who's an ex-felon, tried to pick fights with me like several times in the last few months after he got out of jail because he'd get like blackout drunk and try to fight me and shit. And I'm like, buddy, you're like 35 years old and I got more things to be doing. Anyways, it's just crazy. 2 times in the last several months, my hoe phase is actually catching up to me in terms of like who these women are dating now. And I'm like, God damn it, it was bound to happen. And I'm not even making this shit up. This is like all real. I got screenshots of like the messages that the first guy sent.
Mr. Popular over here.
Popular? Is that what you said?
Popular.
Not even that, man. It's just as a grown ass man, I don't feel good about being a hoe when I was. But now that I'm really starting to see the after effects of that and how these women are like dating people who are like figuring out that I've been with like more than one of their partners like coincidentally, and they're like starting to try and get mad at me as if I have anything to do with them nowadays. It's kind of crazy work. Oh, and this guy that tried to message me last night, he sent me a Snapchat from her account, like her snap. There's a video, and he looks like, yeah, you guys wouldn't actually get the reference, but he said, listen, I'm cool with y'all with you being friends with, like, Kia, but, like, don't I don't mind you guys being friends, but don't overstep the line, because like I won't be, I don't know, some shit like that. I won't be cool with that. I don't know. I was like, okay, big dog. He's like, I'm probably bigger than you, fuck. And it turns out he's also a felon who was charged in like a second degree murder. Like, him and his buddy rushed a house to like fight someone, and one or the other killed the guy that they were trying to like rush. And so he did jail time too. Yeah, his name is Dominic Hawk something, I don't know. Yeah, that's so real. Dude, that's so true. That's so true. And it's such a cool name. Like, it
It
I
has
want,
potential, but
it has
they've ruined
potential.
their own name, by
Yeah.
reputation.
It's like a Cody, Cody's objectively a cool name back in the day, but now it's like, it's fucking Cody, bro. You know? Cody's this, Cody's me. Yeah. Angry.
Oh fuck! I almost just got struck by lightning. It was like the block next to me.
Which is fucked because we're like above the clouds.
Yeah, where's the lightning coming from?
The landmass somehow. But yeah, and after he said, I'm probably bigger than you, fuck, I sent him that video, or that gif of that dog wearing the Daredevil mask, and I was like, how bro felt saying that. JD, you know what I'm talking about? Like that, how can you see? Yeah, that it is wearing like that Daredevil like mask, the red. Yeah, I sent him that. I said how bro felt saying that, even though I knew that this guy's like a felon. Well, I'm not worried about it because like again another felon affiliated with this person, a guy who tried to burn down a church while he was like after he robbed a liquor store for wine and was on like wicked meth. He like was on video. It's on the news actually in Regina, like over a year ago that he tried to do this shit. That he got out in the last like 5 months. This guy Jordan Willett. I dated two of his partners back in the day, and he tried to fight me recently as well. And I was like, listen, buddy, I'm 25 years old. I'm in university. I'm not trying to catch a felony. Like, you're on your own path, but don't bother. Don't even try to, stop messaging me. I got more mature things to worry about. And then he kept on trying to egg it on. I got the screenshot. He's messaged me from his girlfriend's account. And I'd be like, listen, bro, like, all I gotta do is call your PO, your parole officer. And you're like back in the slammer. And he stopped ever since. I'm not one to like pick fights, but God forbid if either of these guys do. I'm like way bigger and stronger than both of them. But I ain't worried. Neither of them know where we live. No, I mean, well, the first guy actually would, because the girl that I dated 5 years ago, like in 2020, Jessie, the one who also cheated on me, he ended up dating her after I dated her, but for some reason he just is like, I don't know, obsessed with me to the point where he would message me this year, like 5 years later, and try and pick a fight with me, even though I tried to fight him in 2020 when I was, when I was on one too. Um, and then we tried to make amends through our mutual friend who he's dating now, who I also, got the freak on with in between. It's just, yeah. But then he just kept on trying to fight me. And I'm like, "Okay, listen, man. I'm a grown ass man. You're a way more older dude. I'm above trying to pick fights with a goddamn 35-year-old dude who's this little scrawny ass bitch. I'm not trying to catch a felon for something that I don't care about some girls that I don't really talk to. You know what I'm saying? Well, also I'm saying these guys are obsessed. For what? For what reason? You know? Shit catches up with you when you like really sleep around. The funniest part is both of these girls who they're like seeing, or I guess not both, but I guess all three, I guess you could say, um, don't have any like serious beef with me personally. Just their current, felon partners have beef with me. I don't know, crazy, weird, you know.
Keep
God
falling.
forbid a big brown boy catch a vibe. Oh, that castle looks sick, yo.
Does this part of the roof look weird? I think it won't. The like triangle on top. I feel like it won't look weird once there's something behind it. Like it looks out of place now because it's the tallest thing, but I feel like
Hmm.
once there's more going on behind it.
Um, no, it doesn't look weird. Yeah, once there's more shit behind it. Oh, are you gonna put like some stained glass in there?
I was thinking.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw that. Moral of the story, don't sleep with chicks who sleep with felons, I guess. Even if they are hot. Actually, especially if they're hot. Don't say that, you never know, dude. You never know, man. Life happens. Listen, the people, I don't know. You'd be surprised. Just saying. As I'm saying, these chicks are hot, and the guys that they're seeing right now, like, you got a chance. So what does that say about me then? 'Cause I ain't no felon. I've thought about this too. You know, like if that's the type of person these people like, if that's the type of guy these chicks like, sort of have patterns to date, what does that say about me for, for their interest in me? Am I am I supposed to be a felon? Am I supposed to like commit arson with disregard for life or second degree, homicide?
My parkour skills are falling off. I keep falling off.
Bro fell off. Armadillo. Oh, I like this area too. God damn it, you could build a big fuck off castle just like out of nowhere like that. Big fuck off like Game of Thrones castle or whatever.
I'm building one on the Sky Island.
But but how like intricate all the I mean, I'm telling you, I don't understand how your guys' minds just like create cool shit like this.
I don't either. If I knew, I would harness this power for more useful things.
Yep. Well, that's what I do too, but like I just don't have the nice like I don't know, it never just works out. Like I mean, I don't know. It's not yeah. But all these little like windows and like special types of blocks in between, like genuinely that's insane to me. Because I'll just gather like a gazillion of like one block, and then I'll start the build with that, and then I tear down walls to reshape. I do it a really un ineffective way. Oh shit! Oh shit! Everything's falling over. God damn! Look at your lance, Randy. I fucking pulled something in my shoulder when I was trying to before the show when I was getting ready. I saw some like lint on my back. I was trying to reach before I even left for the show. I was trying to reach behind my back to pull it off or to like wipe it off, pull off some lint, and then pulled something fucking horrendously beneath my shoulder blade. So that it was like under my armpit, like if you were to like cross your arms almost. Yeah, I should have. And I was looking in the mirror too, so my neck was also like turned. Speed run to, dude. I didn't even move aggressively. I know, and I didn't even think twice about it because I'm like my back's been fine for like weeks now, like or months, you know. I'm like I didn't even think twice about it, and then just reached back there and I started to like swipe, wipe with my fingertips, and all of a sudden just a like I still feel it. It feels like it's in my rib cage. That's how deep it is underneath my shoulder blade. That shit hurts so bad, and I was like, "Fuck, this show's gonna suck." And then I did like cat-cow stretches for like an hour before the show in my room. I didn't do it at the venue in the stall. Just right on the stage. There's a human loaf. Oh, is it like the Sphinx? I could Sphinx it. I just imagine that that like Sphinx Photoshop, but it's like that side profile of Drake. No, almost. It's just like a Sphinx posture, but it has Drake's like album where it's just his side profile. Yeah, it's just attached to a pharaoh. It was so goofy. Who hasn't, bro? Just like it's gotta be from like a scholastic like history textbook for like grade 6 or something. Before it got canceled. It looks like a dozen people I know. It looks like 100 people I know, man. How people with blue eyes be looking at you. This is just a trial, you know? Trial run.
Well, you gotta make sure it doesn't hit the zombie, because it'll hurt him.
Evil potion. What'd you do? It sounds like a pop almost. Oh, I thought you like cracked like your butt knuckle or something. Butt knuckle. What even is a butt knuckle, bro? That makes sense. Oh, did you hear that? Amy, did you hear that? She's not gonna. Yeah. And I ate a frozen pizza like that's the only thing I ate today. Or I ate like half of it before the show. And dude, something about those frozen pizzas, they fuck up your guts. Yeah, that shit not only tastes bad, it just feels bad to eat too. Bring back Delicio. I'm starting a petition. It feels worse and tastes worse. What? I threw a bunch of shit on it, a bunch of those like spices. It tasted better. Yeah, it's hard. It's the dough that's bad, I think, and the sauce is bad. Huh? Yeah, he's not even. He's probably not an authentic Italian. He's probably his first name. His name is probably like, you know. No, that's too um exotic. It would be something like Tyler uh uh Tyler Smith. That's probably the guy who made these pizzas. Yeah, nicknamed Giuseppe. I gotta piss like a. I got a horse like a race piss. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Have you seen the Sky Island at all? We're not lacking in the dirt department. Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting. I don't want to do the underneath until the happy guests get here, because or else it's gonna be really hard. I haven't fully figured it out. I feel like it's too big to do pointed, but it won't be flat. It's not too much at the moment. Yeah, currently the only other built thing is Daryl was playing with us and he fell asleep while he was crouched. Well, yeah, he was like crouched over the edge when he fell asleep, and I was worried that when he'd spawn in, like he was like this, and so you spawn in uncrouched. I didn't want him to fall down and then like drown or something. So this is the Daryl containment chamber. No, I built it like he was still there when I built it around him. Yeah, the worry about the fall is your character spawns in before you can control it, typically. So like if he spawned in, fell, and started to drown. Well, we kind of have some mountain things going on. So I don't know if the plan's to have it in the mountains or not, or the mountains you do leave something to be. They're not too extravagant. It's better than being flat. Like I almost got struck by lightning. Well, we're above the clouds, so how does the... It has to be God. That classic space lightning.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know how to like terraform? Just kind of like what I'm doing here. The way that I see it is that I usually like. That's a good question, actually. But I think that's too close. I think it's got to be over here, maybe. I would like to see like a courtyard, like a garden here, kind of like because if you look at this street, it kind of reminds me of like Zelda's like courtyard when she's looking into like you see the man with evil eyes. This kind of reminds me of that. I'd like a bush sort of like garden on this side, maybe. I don't know if Amy has plans for this area yet, but that would be cool. But it could be like along this like diagonal path that was started, I guess, or just like I don't know, anywhere in kind of like the middle of it. I remember like this terraforming, I do want all these mountain or hills to be way taller, and I want there to be like a little bit more like valley in depth. But if you dig a block down, it's like death. I want there to be like think of if you were to just rip up a plant from a pot. There's just earth and roots below. Yeah, I want that kind of thing below it, but I just haven't started building depth. There's gonna be trees, I think, because this is, if you think about it, this is supposed to be like an island that's just lifts out of the ocean. Yeah, I was gonna do that too. I I think so. It's just it's in the biome that's kind of like that, just and again, I'd like to go several blocks lower for like elevation, not just so the whole like flat, it's not just flat, it's like up and down elevation. That's kind of what I had in mind. Amy, you know what I'm saying?
I think you can go a little higher with the ones up here.
I am, but it takes a lot of blocks. Like I use like several stacks just to make these little fucking blocks,
Are
these
they
little hills.
full?
Yeah.
They could be hollow.
No, because then mobs and like
You put lights.
you could, I guess. Or making a designated raid village?
Well, yeah, because ours is fucked up. We
Wait,
need to
why?
defend our land in the sky so they can't spawn anywhere else. We'll know exactly where they're coming from.
Can they be?
They do follow pathways. Like, if you do
Would they
they
find a way
actually
to
know how to
escape?
follow pathways and go to their homes. Well, that's what the island's for. I don't think they will. I think they're smart enough that they won't.
Yeah, and they can't get out.
Why, there's a water tower. I don't think so. Should we just bring one up now and see what he does? We have to grow a new one.
We have the technology. We have a chest down there, a couple of chests with dirt. I mean, the thing about making like hollow mountains too is it's hard to make, for me, it's hard to make like a hollow mountain without it, and also making it natural looking. A three-pointer. That's what I that's what I do, but then it ends up looking too like unnatural. They're not bad. They're just not like big enough. And I think when I try to make bigger, it just looks like I don't know. I do want all of these hills. The thing is too, like I said, I would like it for it to not be all flat. Like I want to go a couple blocks lower so there's like, little creeks and like little ponds and stuff and not just flat ground with hills, but like flat ground or but like rather it would be hills and gullies and stuff. Like natural land, not just Saskatchewan land, because that's kind of what it looks like right now. And keep in mind, if you go up, they look small from afar, but when you go up close, they're all like not as small as you think. I just don't know how to make like lower elevation without having to go underneath it and
You
use
can go
a bunch of
underneath. If it looks weird, we're gonna cover it up.
yeah, but I just don't really have the strategy. I don't know how to do that really that well.
It's technically like the summer update. It said coming soon. It's usually June.
It's
Usually
like an
June.
ongoing. That's like a band joke. How every band's like big things coming and then nothing comes.
Yeah, coming soon.
That's kind of like the dad joke of being in a band, because like everyone who's in a band knows that that's like always kind of like the cliche. Like, oh, what do you guys got going next? And then it's like, oh yeah, big things coming soon. And then it's just like, it's kind of like, how was the food? I hated it, but then the plate's like cleaned. You know what I'm saying? Dad joke. I'm thinking I could start like a little change in elevation around these little hills, just a block or a couple blocks lower, and then see how that feels. Maybe I'll do it that way. What do you mean? You know what helps is taking a break from, pausing a project and working on something else. Yeah, that sucks. But you did it so quickly too, though. Like within a day, you like had a dojo fully done. Same with the Blakery. Blakery. It's dumb. Oh, but it looks sick though. It worked out. See, can you place a block below a block in front of you if you're not below it?
I keep accidentally doing it and getting mad at it, so I don't know how you do it on purpose, but I think it is possible.
I don't think I've ever done it once.
I keep doing it by accident, and then I get mad at it. But I don't know how I'm doing it, because it's on accident.
Because if I knew how to do that, that would help. Because once I don't have a reference block to go another block lower,
Okay.
then I'd have
I
to go
think I know
beneath.
how to do it.
Okay.
Let me dirt.
Can you? Okay, I have dirt. If you can come, are you still up here?
Yeah.
I have a hole. It's by this like Hobbit house thing that I built when Daryl was gaming with us. So yeah, I built this one hollow over here, and I kind of made it like a Hobbit house by accident. But yeah, I'm trying to place another block or two lower than that block, just to give it some dimension,
Watch out.
Oh shit! I said watch out as I got hit.
No, I said it before. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh! I smoked the castle. God damn, my shoulder. It's fucked now that I'm back at home. I'm sorry, little kids, but I'm a killer clown today. I would say bullets are gonna spray, but I'm from Brooklyn, that's alright. Yeah, I don't know how to get lower than that. How to go a lower block in this hole. Oh fuck, right off! Why would there be... God damn. Didn't even drop gunpowder either. Yo, the creeper kind of accidentally made a three-pointer in the in the ground.
The mobs are converting.
It expanded the hole in a direction I think is nice, and it also made a three-pointer, just horizontal.
Whoa.
See?
Give me some dirt. I'll see if I can do it.
Okay.
Because I'm going to back up. I keep doing it by accident because I'm trying to do the hold down and I did it.
Oh, you did it! Holy crap! Holy fuck, Lois. So are you just crouch walking backwards and just spamming it
No,
while you
I'm
walk
just,
back?
if you
Oh,
hold
you did
it,
it again! Yeah!
hold it down while going back. Don't,
Oh.
like, tap it.
Okay.
And, like, look at the very bottom of the block.
Like just straight down?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Nope. Um,
Go too slow. It's like it's almost a glitch when you go too fast. Again, I keep doing. I don't actually know how I'm doing it. I just keep doing it.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You did it like, yeah. What the fuck? And you're just holding down like left trigger.
Yeah, and moving back.
Oh, it's so trippy to like be looking down like that when you're hanging over the block. What if I do just spam it?
I don't know, because that's not how I'm. That's how you do it right.
Well, it doesn't even work for me when I do it that way. That sucks.
Well, I got you a few blocks down.
Yeah, no, that honestly kind of goes a long way.
Funny that the path blocks let light through, so it looks like we have a hole in the island.
For me, it's like it's just a grid basically. Well, kind
Your
of.
elf eyes.
Of my elf eyes, it's just,
Uh,
oh, okay. Yeah, it's just a kind of a grid of light. That helps though. Honestly, with that alone, I could add some lower area. Just run with that. It's trippy, just like trying to build around the clouds too. We want the funk. You gotta have that funk. Ah, we need the funk. Na 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 na. Play something funky for a brother to drive to. Tear the roof off. Tear the roof off the mother sucker. Tear the roof off the sucker. I keep seeing how Hunter Schafer keeps getting sort of like fan casted as being Zelda, and that's what I said long before that became popular. I've said a
I've
long
been
time
seeing
ago
that.
that yeah, I've been seeing it a lot, but every media is just like, would post about it. It's just like, can a trans person
I didn't know
play?
he was trans until people began complaining about it.
Literally me neither. Like, and low key, she's still like smoking hot.
Also looks identical to Zelda.
Like the perfect Zelda casting, honestly. But still, there's going to be a bunch of trans folks who are like, Zelda's a girl. It's like, well, so is Hunter Schafer, idiot.
Also,
And
it's
she
not like
looks like
that's
Zelda.
plot relevant.
Yeah, it's just so stupid the way that the world views these guys, or at least, I don't know,
A chunk of the
incels
world.
and shit. A concerning amount of the world, you know. Now who's Link? Oh, I fell off again.
He looks
What did you
identical.
say, Jack Black?
Or Jack Black.
Oh. I am Link. It'd be like, Link is the hero of time. You know, he'd just sing
He'd be
along to
great
the
at like the
Zelda theme. Yeah, but if he was like old, Link sounds like a young dude. That's what I'm saying. Jack Black sounds too old a little bit. As a voice actor for Link, even. Yeah, it's live action, I think. Yeah. That's why there's like castings, like people eyeing up Hunter Schafer's Zelda. Which again, I predicted on my own, no influence from anyone else, like genuinely. I said she's the perfect pick for Zelda a long time ago. Just build like hills then. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll try to do Amy's technique again, but I can't
I
actually do
don't
it.
even know what my own technique.
Yeah, genuinely, I can't do it.
Because it's not intentional. It's the first time I've done it intentionally.
What she does, JD, is she just crouches and holds down place, like left trigger, and walks backwards while looking at the bottom of the block. But I like I don't know, I can't do it. What if you start what if you start over here in this hill, because there is some. Yahoo! Ah, see, I thought about that, but don't you need like a block for it to sit on? Oh, you can hang it. Ah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought it just needed to be sitting on more scaffolding. It's okay, I'm gonna start building like a under surface sort of pathway towards where you're building that thing. Oh yeah. It's kind of awesome. Isn't there an enchantment where you can use your thingy if you're just above water? Like you don't have to be in there touching it?
No. The whole thing is you have to be in water.
Oh, I thought there was one where if you're like on an ocean you could like kind of do that.
No.
Underwear. Um, I yeah, I built a path from Amy's cheese.
I think it's like a bedrock thing. Like, I don't think you could do that in Java.
That's okay. I think I gave you a start. just gotta find zombie. It kind of goes through one of the hills I made, but I can just kind of just remove the hill. It's not even really a hill. It's more of an ant hill.
I feel like the grass grows really fast up here. Or maybe that's just because we're all around it.
Closer to the sun, maybe.
Photosynthesizing faster. Scary down here.
Photosynthesis. Huh? Yeah, and if you look down into the shadow, there's just a bunch of squares. Like, it just looks like a grid pattern almost of shadow and then some squares in between. For no reason, too.
Oh, why? Yours looks so different than what I'm seeing. I don't know if JD's seeing the same, but your shadow looks way different.
The-
I know,
My
Kobe's is
shadow's
all
different
weird.
than everyone else's shadow.
Yeah.
You know what? I could, if I fill in the blanks, I think I know. Like he's facing left. If you're facing like the castle, yeah, I think I know what you're saying. He's sitting on the ladder or like the light source. It's a dude. It's literally just Buddha. Oh no, there's a shadow there where it looks like it's his balls, dude, on my screen.
I
Like
just
right where his
sent a picture of what I'm seeing.
there's a shadow that literally looks like his balls.
Oh
Like,
no, I see it.
do you see his balls?
Why is yours so fucked up?
Alpha. I like my gamma high. If you he has balls on my screen, that's so funny. I was send it. I was send it to the group chat. Ooh, little bog, little boggy. Whoa, skeleton! River flows into you. Twilight. We could just get a bunch of, get a bunch of buckets and fill her in. I'm killing the creeper that I saw because I need that.
You can go
No,
to
don't fall
bed.
off the edge. No, I need its gunpowder. Didn't even drop it. What a fucking broke ass. He built a whirlpool. Grown-ups. Hey, hey. I pay with maize. Maize. That's amazing. Sandlerverse. Ew, I snorted. Why did I do that? I don't laugh like that. Place a block in the center, maybe.
Or go down to the ocean and get some kelp.
I want to get away.
You want me to go grab you some
I
kelp?
wanna fly away.
Yeah, we're not far from an ocean.
Kelp me. I added some blocks beneath you. I know,
Look
but
at this glow squid down here.
I think I see it actually.
I still hate
I
them,
think I
but they're
see.
kind of cool at times.
I see 4 of them right now.
Well, I'm going to slaughter them.
I see the bubbles.
Well, it was what they, if they were added just cause, they're chill. But the fact they were added, like, to be a special thing, that's what I don't like. That they were voted in. If they were just added, I'd like them. But they were voted in, and instead we lost out on some cool things.
What were they gonna be?
Or
Those are both
glowing
cooler.
squid.
Yeah, those are both way cooler, yeah, than the squid. Squid launcher, oh yeah.
Beautiful sunrise.
Really has been a Minecraft, hasn't it?
First we mine, then we craft.
Oh, you know what it is, Amy? It's the light sources that are casting the.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
fucking with
saying,
the shadows.
but I don't see what light sources.
I can see the where the torches are placed from down here.
I can see, maybe it's the mod you have.
Oh, that makes sense. For some reason, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna create an underground like network, kind of like that, just for like valleys. Not valleys, just little gullies or whatever they're called. Gullible. There's a pun in there somewhere. Yo, what?
Well, there's nothing we can do about that.
Ah,
Well, you
it
can
doesn't
turn
look like
off
that for
clouds
me.
yourself, but
Oh, I don't see that. Ah, it looks cool. Oh, gee, you know, it'd be also cool for if there was like another pond like this. Once we build like a bigger hill somewhere, because this is a big fuck off island, Loki. Um, to build like something like this, but a little guardian statue from Breath of the Wild kind of looking thing. Does that
uh-oh,
make sense?
that was
Like,
dirt. Watch out, JD.
oh, I see a cloud now. Now that there's a hole, I see the cloud. Yeah, if we built like a bigger like hill over here or something, and kind of make it like a diagonal sort of shaped, kind of like the entrance to the castle, like maybe right here where the doors are, I think. Make a big hill here and then have like another bigger pond and then like a little guardian statue looking thing. Yeah, and then some water flowing around the sides or coming from somewhere behind it or beside it. I don't know. I'm gonna drill holes as like sort of like lights so I can see underneath from under where the from down under. So like I'm gonna build little mini three-pointers, I guess. And there's gonna be a hole near every little mini three-pointer just so I can make like a little map of from down under. So I know where to like expand. I come from the land down under. Oh, my eyeballs are burning. I blinked for the first time in a while. Dude, I haven't slept in like 2 days. Yeah, you're always taking those fucking those mucus things every like I see them on the counter like every day. I'm assuming that's you. I know exactly what you mean. It's like it's kind of like not a it's kind of like a cat nap, but not really like a sleep nap. It's like a I know what you're saying. You didn't get rest, but you got some like, you know, shut eye essentially. That's what old guys aim for when they say they rest their eyes. That's what they're trying to do. Dude, I'm convinced that you not only have allergies, that you could have asthma too, honestly. But just like I could tell you're always congested though, that's the thing. Because you low-key like absolutely are. Shit flying everywhere too. Yeah, smoky and fucking bunch of shit flying around. I get what you're saying. I same thing. My whole sleep schedule got fucked around so hard in the last like couple weeks. Like I didn't sleep before our last show at the German club. I think I got like literally zero sleep that day. At least today I was able to snag like an hour in like late afternoon. Um, like, but that's being generous, you know. And then I'm trying to fix it by staying up and not taking like trying to sleep because then I'd sleep from like 1 to like 9 p.m. or something, which is fucking stupid. I'm not trying to do that. So I didn't do that today. Got a quick hour-long nap. And then I'm like, literally when I blinked like a minute ago, I'm like, holy fuck. My eyes are deceased right now.
Oh no.
I saw a squid in the little like part where the water comes out. An idiot.
Because we're in an ocean, I guess. I don't know the fish.
Maybe at
I don't
some
know the
point.
spawning rules.
I saw a spider just fall. I thought it was a squid at first. Maybe I'm just seeing shit, honestly.
Just making shit up.
It's possible. I've seen some crazy shit. I've gone without sleep for way longer when I was like working at Costco, man. That shit was not fun.
I'd probably like bring it up in a
No.
casual way, be like, anyone heard of this like story of a guy, and then say what they said.
Actually, I would bring it up. I'd totally talk about it. I'd still talk about it. Depends on how convinced I am. It depends. Because sometimes I know what I'm.
Is it
I
just,
know what
does
I'm
it do
seeing.
anything?
Oh yeah. It, I wouldn't care then. That's fine. All I see is crazy, crazy, crazy all the time. Low key when I don't sleep for like 2 days. You literally do hallucinate from not sleeping for long enough, but it's like not fun and it hurts your entire brain, your whole head, your whole body actually hurts. Brain cells. Oh, I know. After, once I found out that your brain literally eats itself without sleep for a certain amount, for a long periods of time, I was like, that makes perfect sense why I'm so fucking stupid. Because I would go like several days at a time, like every week, back in those days. Incurable insomnia. Yeah, he died from this. Yeah. Oh no, this sounds like me almost. Yeah, I remember seeing that shit too, man. The thing is, I could totally understand where that's coming from. Even just 2 days without sleep, the minimum, or even the maximum, you already start to like become low-key disconnected. The longest I've ever gone, it you don't it, no no you die way before that. You die within like couple weeks without sleep. Yeah, yeah. That's dude, I swear that I have that or I've had that. I'm not even kidding. Stimulant. Yeah, that's it was most likely a stimulant, because that's what like let's say Concerta ADHD meds and shit, which is literally just small doses of like a type of meth, which also keeps you up. Meth, you know, or cocaine or crack, they all or speed, all these drugs, they'll keep you up because that's their like drug class. That's what they're designed to do. That's probably the class it was prescribed, and he's just like extra sensitive to its effects, I'd imagine. I think I just had it because I was stressed and depressed and like using like other drugs to try to sleep. Like I'd use Xanax to sleep, but I would just get blacked out, but not sleep a whole lot as much. I don't know. But even if I wasn't using it, I remember just going days without sleeping. It's hard to describe, man. Once you get on like day three, reality becomes like everything you see becomes like a grainy, like television graininess, like filter almost. And your head feels like it doesn't have like any weight, and you forget things like as they're happening basically when you don't sleep. It sucks. It's embarrassing that that was so common. I have, yeah, I guess that's true. Also, while you're sleeping, you're like always kind of like almost dead, but not like physically, but like all your automatic functions, they're low key like similar to dying, but not that you are dying. It's just they shut down in a way where they're like almost sort of emulating dying, if that makes sense. It's like it's not unhealthy to sleep, obviously. We really need it, but every time you do sleep, you're like not far from dying if one thing were to go wrong while you were sleeping, or a couple of, you know what I mean? Sleeping inherently is like closer to death than being conscious, which is really crazy. God damn. Then I'm a goddamn expert. I think there's like discussions on it, on the brain just needing like using that to like um sort of process. I think it's a brain thing more than it is a physical body thing. Pretty sure it's just so the brain can like forget shit that it doesn't need to forget, and also just like it's like taking a lunch break for your brain, I'd imagine. No, capitalism. Oh right, it was a drug. Yep. I saw this, yeah. I
That's an
thought it was like an
episode of Black
injection.
Mirror. Like,
It's also a real. No, it literally
I'm
is, and
saying
it
that it's
also
freaky that
it's
it's
real.
real. Because it
Yeah.
sounds like it'd be Black Mirror.
It's like let's induce like this generational trauma on this person that committed this crime so they don't commit anymore. But like what like genuinely what good does that have on anyone to do something like that? The worst criminal in the world, like what does anyone get out of that at all, period? For like minutes, hours, yeah, whatever. But regardless, though, it trauma does affect your DNA, and that is passed down like very much documented. So through your like offspring. So why would you create a generational trauma on a crime that one person committed? And why even bother like investing in something like that when you can just avoid, these crimes by addressing the reason why they were committed before? Like
There's
like
so many
that's just
better
like
ways to
there's so
solve
many other
crime.
ways. Yeah, literally, there's every and heavily documented ways with success rates, as opposed to just like let's find the worst and most dystopian, evil way. Yeah, inhumane and evil way to address a crime, and well, that's it. Like dust you off and just be like, there you go. Your children's children will suffer because you fucking killed. Yeah, like what a fucking insane investment in research to be pursuing when you can just be like solving the issue before it's an issue. I remember seeing that. I didn't read about it, but I remember seeing that and just thinking like what a fucking disgusting way to like address crime. Also, it's just a fact like cops don't prevent crimes. Let's just be real. Anyone who believes that is objectively wrong. I'm not gonna go on a big fucking rant, and I always say that, but this time I mean it. Because name one cop that's actually prevented a crime.
That's not their job. Isn't to prevent; it's to deal with it after it's started.
But it started for a reason
That's
that
not their
cops.
job.
Yeah, yeah. The it's the people's job to prevent it. Society, man. The problem today is the societal norms of committing crimes and why people. I don't know. That's how I feel sometimes when I talk about this shit. I'm widowy Joka. I'm widowy Jonkwa. Jonkle. Yeah. You don't need brain injections and, you know, because I saw that. You know what's crazy too is I have known people who have taken salvia, which is a crazy like weird um synthesized hallucinogenic, and it's you just take like it's like you take a bong rip of this shit and this like an oil. I don't know actually. I know that the guy that I've known when I was like a literal child who had it and offered me some. Well, I turned it down because I didn't know shit about it, and I'm so fucking glad I turned it down. Um, but it was like he had it and it was in this like little small like almost cigarette sized like vial or like tube, and it was like something that you kind of he hit it as like a vape. And he said like it gets you really high for about like I don't know 5 minutes, but it's like no, but he says it's like in real time it's 5 minutes, but like when you're experiencing it, it's almost always like quadrupled or gazillion times that. And every time you look up any story about salvia, if you look it up, it's like people have stories where they take a huge bong rip of salvia, and they swear until the day that they die after one bong rip of salvia that they were like in another dimension in another life for like decades or years, and they were trapped in this other dimension and accepted this other life as like a new family. Yeah, they were. Yeah, no, literally, it was like they're in another. Yeah, literally, that's what like people say about salvia trips, and then they wake up and all of a sudden they're in a fucking podcast room with Joe Rogan or something. You know what I mean? They wake up where they took the hit decades after they realized in their like the way that it works is so insane to me that people will be like, I was trapped under like when I saw a story about one guy he was underwater and he had like a he was a seahorse and he lived in the ocean for like 7 years like real time and he experienced like months and months and months of being in the ocean and like this he was telling a story like years after it happened and it's just like but like the fact that it they wake up and sober up and then they still feel like it was that distance of that length of time in their mind but they know that real time it wasn't that long. It's like imagine what that does to you. That's gotta be some fucking heinous shit going on in your chemistry. I would be, yeah. Yeah, because then you wake up and you're fucking back to capitalism. I'd, I'd kill myself if I was a Sasquatch and came back here. You know what I'm saying? Well, they all say like that. They swear that they travel dimensions in their mind, or they all like it does some shit where it's like a reality within. It's like that the intro of Third Eye. Remember how we Bill Hicks's like speech in Third Eye? The universe is projective, and it's all. What does he say? It's like life is all within a dream within itself, and you know it's it's just this big fuck. I don't know. I it's not like people do these things and then to this day believe it all the time that that's real and that the reality they experience for years, sometimes a months, whatever, however long the trip was. It's not like they all believe that that was real, but the fact that it happened in the first place, so that it felt real, you know, imagine just being thrust into a new world for like a really long time and then waking up and you're like that Rick and Morty episode. Uh, No, him and Rick were like on a planet, and then they were like, Morty plugged into this like VR game, and it was like life simulator, and he became like a carpet. Yeah, yeah, Troy, yeah. And then he had a whole life and everything, and he died as a carpet. Yeah, and he woke up and he was still just Morty. He was like goddamn traumatized. That's like a real thing that happens when you do these types of crazy drugs, and that I imagine that's what that fucking punishment drug is, some adjacent to. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is looking. Yeah. No, 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 no. This is fun. We can always get rid of trees. So you're doing low key. That's kind of the easy part. I'm trying to build like the elevation change, and that's fucking hard to kind of do on this terrain. Oh fuck! Oh fuck off, creep! Fucking creeper came out of nowhere. Behind you! Watch out, zombie! See me? That's how you do a call out.
I did it fine.
Just fucking with you. Just gonna build like a basically an ant farm down here of like underground like gullies. I'm getting an OG Minecraft song. The bum bum bum. I am placing blocks. Yeah. I'm getting that one, dude.
It's a baby.
Oh my God. I am building rocks and shit. However he said it in the podcast that one time. That still kills me every time. Dude, this took me hours. Just a stupid fucking like it's like 5 different types of blocks and like several iron doors at the entrance. I know it's adorable. What's that?
That is
What's
not a
green
green
top?
top.
What's green top? Sounds like there's a D's nuts joke in there somewhere. No, it's like Shawty Shawty's so fine, she'd be a green to top. I don't know. A green to
Should be
I
topping
don't
my
know.
green.
No, it's a play on agreeing. It's like instead of agreeing,
Oh.
it's green. You know what I'm saying? She'd be green, a green toppy. You know what I'm saying? There's a pun in there somewhere. Ah. Is that like a way to make fun of people who for being bad? That's kind of funny, actually. Green top. That's like Minecraft slang right there. Yeah, yeah. What's the opposite? Is there slang for being up? You're
Is it
merely
really?
green top while I'm cobblestone. Cobble top. I don't know. That's how you know you made it. Shotty really blew top when, no, she really blew her top off. So there's a pun in there too, as well.
You can't just say there's a pun in there. You have to actually come up with a joke.
I've been slacking. I mean, I usually got the shitty ass puns, but I'm also like 2 days no sleep, so my brain's at like 30% function. No, what? No sleep slump. Slub Reddit. 100 times slubber. Slub Reddit. Slub, that's so funny. I don't know what. Wait till the slub Reddit hears about this. The slub Reddit's gonna hear about this. That's Yeah, dude. And y'all call me senile. Street Tumber. Yeah, CMA, it's not just me that says
I
stupid shit.
never said that. You're making shit
I
up.
know. I am making, well, yeah. I'm saying, basically what I'm saying I'm saying it so, like, it is known that it
It
is
is
documented
known.
that
You just
it's.
have the best ones.
I don't know, how do you beat, what is it, Slubreddit?
Nothing's ever gonna beat Reptilla.
Rip. That's a hood classic.
Yeah. By the Daryl containment chamber.
Is that what that is?
Well, remember he like was dangling off the cliff when he logged off, and I was worried that he'd
Oh,
fall and die or
right.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, cobble lung. It's like that Radiohead song. I thought it was a wooden lung. Oh, I'm thinking. Oh, I fell. Thinking of an inside joke me and Rob had when we were teenagers. Never mind. But I knew it was Radiohead though. Reptilla. Yeah. Oh, JD, I remember you said another funny one too. I wrote it down because I was trying to not feel like the only stupid one. Amy, you have one too, I think. Oh, Amy said rememberable in terms of landmarks for Red Dead 2 and for Red. Wait, what?
I
What
can't
is this
even.
note? Doesn't the
The,
note doesn't make sense? It says quote unquote memorable in terms of landmarks and Red Dead 2 for MTV Cribs and 24-hour stream.
oh, we were gonna. That's a
Oh,
whole different
houses.
thing.
Yeah, that's how we were. Yeah, for notable, domiciles.
Yeah, we made a list of all the houses you can go into in Red Dead Online. Or
JD
like
has
the
one.
decent ones.
Yeah, the ones that could be a domicile. JD has one that's called Sleeping Cordis about Minecraft bed, and no, this one's just a thought that I had recently. That's not even a. I didn't even say that out loud, thankfully.
Only one I have is of you, which is popping microcorn.
Microcorn. Who of JD?
It's you.
I didn't say popping microcorn.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
What? You know what? This wasn't that long ago, I think. Microcorn. What? What are you betting me? Is what? That's so stupid. Just that's actually fucking stupid. Oh, here we go. Actually, it's not a here we go. I was just gonna share the thought that I had that I wrote down in this message. It was American and Canadian houses are like low-key made out of paper because they're less at risk of bombs than European housing. Was that sturdy, man? It's sturdy. You can't put your hole in like a, anywhere overseas. You can't just like punch a hole in the wall. It's all like bricks and other shit. And in full structure.
Infrastructure.
Inf Yeah. I yeah, but no, not only that, they're all built like with like stone, you know what I'm saying? They're all built with like bricks and like structures that aren't just like, you know, Home Depot 2x4s and like or not even plywood. What's the word I'm looking for? Drywall? That's what I'm saying. And they've had to, everywhere in Europe basically had to be bomb proof during like World War One and Two. Yeah, and I realized this because I saw like a new house inspection video on my Facebook, and I was like, you know what? Dude was just able to like walk into his wall and immediately put a hole through it. I was like thinking about how the Cologne Cathedral, all the way up in like where is that, like Spain or something? That shit was like bombed in World War Two, yet it still looks like a goddamn Dark Souls like castle. She got
It's just
bombed
a
and survived
general
it.
decline in quality, not just buildings.
What I'm saying is America really hasn't been like bombed in the way that like everywhere in Europe has and like across the seas. Yeah, yet, but we're if it were to happen, shit's gonna be cooked. Well, and our houses here are also made out of paper and goddamn popsicle sticks. Think of Haran. Would Yellowstone erupt after a bombing? Depends on where. Uh, Lava chicken. That's yeah, man. That's possible. If the bombs don't do the trick, you know. Yeah, the dog species that exist there. Oh, Amy, I accidentally did a thing.
Yeah, it's always on accident. I don't understand how you do it.
I wasn't even crouching either, or even near what you were doing. It just happened.
There must be a way to do it, like properly.
I don't care enough to master the technique. I'm just kind of in a flow right now, you know. But I did it though. Let it be known. Look, I started this level right here by accident, right over here. You could probably see from the other side the green dirt block. Nah, you probably can't. But okay, show off. Okay, show off. All right.
No, I'm trying to figure it out.
The thing is, I don't place blocks that fast.
Yeah, it's only when I'm going fast. Ah!
You don't even have the thingy on. But like, but you place them faster. Because if I hold it down, I just like place, place, place. You know, it doesn't like place, 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 place like yours
You have to
says.
keep moving. Like I'm moving
That's
and
what,
holding.
and you're crouching too, though. That's the thing.
Oh, I have Swift Sneak on my pants.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
forgot about that. I can move
Well, that's
faster.
most definitely what it is then.
Here, I'll take my pants. Let me take my pants off.
Whoa. Yeah, now try it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, see, that's the rate that I play shit at.
There we go. It's only when I
Yep,
got my
that's a.
pants on.
Well, I did it, and I wasn't even near it. I was like this far away from like that block from over here, and I accidentally did it from over here.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was probably just one of those things that was just like happened to be the right timing by accident. Whereas yours is just like genuinely a hack to do it.
Yeah, I'm a hacker. What can I say?
I'm a hacker, what can I say? I'm a hacker.
I'm just epic like that.
Yes, since I got this far down here, I think I'm just gonna keep on doing this like all around the island below it, so then I can kind of create like the dirt sort of like drift beneath and sort of tuck my way inward so it'll kind of just look like it was pulled out of the water. My plan was to make like a network of like elevation, or what's the negative of elevation? Like a network of not tunnels, but you know, like I'm gonna use this to make like a little bit of a dip in the land here, and then I'm gonna keep on expanding, but not make it a big fucking block, but make it more of like a, you know what I'm saying. Which is this is kind of exciting to do. This feels like a whole new thing I've never done before, so. I just need a fuck ton of food. I don't know why my guy is so broke on food right now. Need some potatoes. Some taters. Like, yo, as soon as we got up here, a goddamn wandering villager gets up here too just by chance.
It's not by chance. They're following us. They tracked our information.
Do you think they're influenced by anyone? Do you think there's like a racist like
What?
influence on their design?
No, they're just based on the villagers.
Why are they so much more, mobile?
What?
Well, I'm like, all I'm saying is, there's got to be some influence to their behavior.
I think they're just wandering traders. In the name.
They're more capable than the average villager when you think about it.
Yeah. They're used to the tough life of the road.
Ah, solo style too. Okay, they're kind of like what are they called? Um,
They're kind of like snake oil salesmen.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And they always lose they just drop leashes everywhere too. It's almost like a marketing tactic.
Well, they shouldn't. They drop leashes when you kill them. They're not supposed to do that.
No, no, I've seen them drop them without dying.
Well, that's what attaches them to the llama. So if they lose the llama,
No, I've seen them get stuck, and then or their llama gets stuck on like a block that it can't jump up to, and then the leash just gets detached and the llama gets attached. Like neither dies, just the leash falls off like it normally would. But of course, the llama doesn't reconnect with the salesman.
that's too.
I was gonna say thank you for blet.
I started choking.
Blet.
Bleh.
I don't need your blet.
Sorry, no more blood for you then.
I used to I used to be that guy sometimes where I'd be like, I don't need your blessing when someone would bless me, but I'd always mean it as a joke. Because if you think about it, what do they mean by bless you? You know, bless your soul
Yeah, it
comes
came from
from
the
like,
plague.
yeah, I don't need
Sneezing was
someone
the
to
sign
tell
to
me
get
to
the
live,
plague, so bless you is like hope you don't die of the plague.
but it has religious connotations.
Because the plague was during very religious times.
Yeah, I don't need religious influence on my well-being. Thank you very much. Although it is a kind gesture, or kind, I don't know, intended. Oh, it's so trippy. Um, like a block down, it's just clouds. How long did you tune in for the stream, by the way? I was curious who, because I saw someone like left a chat, but I was like too in the moment to really like look at it.
I think I stayed for about half. I'm not. How long did it go on for?
The full set was like I think about like a half hour or like 35 minutes or something.
I stayed for most of it.
Damn, that's crazy. Because when I listened back, like when I got home, I was like, this sounds like hot garbage. Next time I'm gonna, if I had known that we were going on when we got called to go on, um, I would have like set up like a specific designated person to like at least hold the phone distance enough away where you could hear everything. Hold the phone. Who? That's a good question. Now here's a good question. Oh, but they have telephones, because think about it this way. When they visited the fairy godmother's, like, warehouse. They had like an intercom and like a yeah. They had business cards. They had like a thanks, fairy godmother. Take it away. With their French accents, because for some reason they're all French. I think. No, not those guys. I'm thinking of like when the potion that turns them human. That's Shrek 2. When they went to the warehouse and it was like, we're from the Bureau of you know what so and so. They don't even have dental. Okay, we'll just take a look around. You know, yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's human resources and um it was like something something and then yeah, they did make a funny like legal way of saying like mythical creatures. It was like um mythic there was like something on creatures alike the way that they said it. Now I'm really curious what they called it. But either way, fairy godmother's henchmen in the purple sort of Robin Hood looking outfits, they all had a French accent. Just saying. I think.
A lodestone. No, that's another one, maybe.
Lodestone.
No clue.
What's a lodestone?
There's the compass one or the nether spawny thing. Oh, that's just like stone and iron. It used to be netherite and then they changed it. No clue.
Thanks, fairy godmother. Right away.
That's like if you put items in it and they stay there and you can press a button and it'll craft it for you. That's kind of old news.
Yeah.
No, I think it got added at the same time to both. A lot of mods had it, but I think officially.
That's crazy. I act like I knew what that is. I'd rather them do that than add fucking, poop squids. I'd rather take shit that people want than just to like make shit up. What's that? Oh, like a nether portal thing? Isn't that just like always been like a YouTube troll?
That was a mod. A lot of children didn't know what a mod was, so they try and do it in their own game, and it wouldn't work.
That sounds like some shit I would do, yeah. That's like when I believed Herobrine was real on iPad edition.
He is real, dude.
I don't doubt he wasn't. I just think in Minecraft edition or in Pocket or whatever the iPad one was that I felt like he was there because I was listening to creepypastas. Is that like a hint? Those who know. You think there actually is a, employees that yeah. Ah. But that's just a theory. Probably, I think, right? That's my problem with modern games, man. You don't see that shit happen with any release ever. Hmm.
Desensitized, because children, like, they're into Five Nights at Freddy's, which the actual story is about children murder. And that's what they like, and they like those, like, the Huggy Wuggy, which is technically a horror game.
But it's so stupid and not even scary in the
Well, when
slightest.
you're 6, it's probably horrifying, and you still like it.
The photo of Jeff the Killer is scarier than the story. There's already bees here. Wow. The photo of Jeff the Killer was actually really. I remember seeing it like several years. Yeah, it was so scary before I even knew it was like associated with something. Just like by. Yeah, yeah. I seen them both. Like when we still had modem computer in the basement. Remember that when we watched Boom Boom Pow downstairs in Mom's office? No, not WWE. It'd be like try not to laugh videos. Oh yeah, like slamming, like getting hit. Yeah, it's like the least funniest thing you've ever seen. But like when you're like, 9 years old, younger when you're like 7 years old, it's like the funniest thing ever. I guess I would have been like probably 9 or 10 when that happened. That's also when I had MSN. That's some elite ball knowledge right there. Yep. I remember the sound effects. I remember my girlfriend in MSN, which was a girl I didn't even really like in real life because we had classes, we were in school together. I didn't like her in real life or really on MSN. But I was like, yeah, it's my girlfriend. And you just like send each other emojis. Yeah, no, that's what it was. There wasn't like a keyboard for emojis. You had to like look up or like find where to see the legend for each emoji was on MSN. Like it wasn't like a keyboard for it back in the day. I don't remember. I remember obviously there was like smiley face, sad face, crying face, and like the thumbs up was like uh bracket Y bracket. That was like the thumbs up, I'm pretty sure. All that shit. I remember doing that. That's elite ball knowledge right. That's unk knowledge right there. Nah, but just build. I mean, this is just your typical overworld biome, I think, right, Amy?
I guess.
Unless, unless this is like whimsical and
Yeah, I was thinking it's not regular. Why would we make a regular village?
that's. Yeah, you kind of actually said that by accident.
No, it was not on accident.
At first, it
Yeah,
was. You
I was
caught it.
starting
You
to
caught
slip.
it.
I'm like, either I can fix it or I can just do it.
You gotta lean into it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Make like a cute, cutesy, like not a regular basic ass village. Yeah, make it cool. Make it mythical. Right and link. Just do the same thing that they live in, but like use different colors and woods.
No, they can figure out buildings as long as they are
That's true.
spread out enough. I can't remember a single thing you built. I remember your castle before Jason and I turned it to dirt was cool. I know, but the actual build itself. You're just getting good at detail now. Your structures have always been good. I don't know if I've always been that crazy. hmm The first world was after the one after Cucumber Viral, where we all had our own towns. That's when I really think I popped off. That was the first world where I'm like, this is a cool ass village. I think the idea of it, of like, yeah, we're all gonna have our own kingdoms, and then we never. It actually kind of sucks to live that far away. Yeah, the idea of it's cooler than the reality. Well, like what we're doing now, really. We all live together, and then we can go off and build our own little things and add to each other's if we want or not. And Never did anything cool with the end portal, which was the whole point of going out to the desert, was to do something with that end portal room, and I built an entire town on top of it instead. I've never seen the entire. I've only seen the beginning of Rango. I'm sure I'd like it. This giant duck. He's a lizard. And he's in a desert. His one true love is freedom. Well, isn't it that he's like a pet lizard and then he ends up in the desert? Perhaps.
Oh yeah, where? I like that idea. Yeah, absolutely. That makes perfect sense. Skyloft, I'm telling you. Well, so JD, in expanding on that idea, I had the idea of having like separate little floating islands around it, just like small little islands, and then in Skyloft there was like a tall mountain that you could go in behind, like behind the waterfall where you get the Loftwing from. There was a waterfall coming off of an island that was like floating above it, which doesn't make sense, I think. There was like a waterfall spewing out of it. Oh, I think that one was attached, but the fact that it was even just a waterfall on this island doesn't make sense. But it's still, it's magic. It's a magic island. The water is probably like, sweet and like healing, maybe. Wascana Creek. I like that idea though of a windmill here. I need a crack rock. It's like Mikey. You see that one? Come on, I know he's fucking here. He's not here. Go away, Mikey. I'm sweating like a fucking pig out here. I know he's here. Mikey, shut the fuck up. Go home. It's a woman with like sunglasses. That's fair. Has a similar vibe to that video. Because it was in the morning when that video was shot.
Are you gonna give the answer? Is it just a video? Is there context to it?
Yeah, well, she was there to get some sort of drugs, and the guy who answered the door, who's recording it, was like, "Mikey's not here. Go the fuck away. You're causing a scene." You know, he's trying to like shake the heat off because she's like causing a scene. She's like yelling Mikey into the house.
It's like the Tucker in Breaking Bad.
Which one?
Tucker!
Oh, yeah. Same energy as that, yeah. And I've been having some crazy dreams lately. I don't know about y'all. I still remember these dreams. They happened a couple days ago, and they were fucked up. They genuinely made me happy. One day I had a really nice dream, and it made me, like, have some, like, faith and, like, have some faith. But, like, had me believe that there was, like, happiness to be felt. And then the next day I had a dream that directly contradicted that dream the night before, and I was like, fuck. It sucked so bad. I was like robbed of the previous dreams happiness. I don't know. Dude, did I tell you guys I stepped on earlier this week? You know how like some liquor caps I was gonna tell you, you ever have those like wine bottles or like bottles that have like a metal like cap on them, like or like a foil cap?
I think.
Either way, I stepped on one of them and it split in half instead of just like crumpling in on itself like it usually do. Like it usually do. Like they usually do, and then yeah. Like I usually do. I stepped on one. They're supposed to crumple usually if you step on them, but I accidentally stepped on it, and it instead of that it just ripped, and then the part that ripped was like a straight, like sharp piece of metal, and it went like at least a centimeter into my foot, and I still, if I step a weird way, I'll feel it open up again. No, but I could tell it wasn't too far from it. It was like the one of the deepest, like, because when I was like, ow, fuck, and then I like sat down and pulled my foot up. I was like, I had to pull it out and feel like the metal sliding out of my skin as I was pulling it out. Like it was really deep, but it's one of those. It's like on the outer side of like the heel almost, but like closer to the. So like I don't know, it's like halfway through the foot, but on the outer side of it, so like I can't like contort my body to like see how deep it was. I could just feel it and touch it. That shit is deep because like that was like probably 3 days ago now. And when I went to the show, I like taped it all shut. I was tempted to super glue it shut.
Why are you so bad at treating wounds?
Because super glue is like a miracle when it comes to closing a deep wound.
But it's
Or any
glue.
wound. Yeah, naturally though, like, what else are you supposed to do? You have to step on your feet to like do anything.
of a band-aid?
I did that. It was so deep it doesn't matter. You step on any other corner of it and it'll open up because it's like it was so deep. The thing is, it didn't bleed a lot, and part of me feels like there's still some metal in there, low key. So like, what am I supposed to do about it? I'm not gonna perform surgery. Yeah, yeah, I believe in that too. I didn't feel it today since I like taped it shut really tightly when I was at the show, and I pulled it off when I got home recently. And I don't feel it opening up anymore, but then again, other parts of my body hurt more. Yeah, that was fucked. Yeah, I remember that. It was from like a broken light bulb or something, right? Yeah, that's some. That thick ass. Yeah, it's a big light. It's that thick glass. Yeah, probably wasn't like threaded exactly on like it's, yeah. Put, yeah. That being said, I don't step. I don't feel it. I don't step. You know when you feel like something in your shoe that feels like it's poking at your foot really hard? It's like that. Um, but it was like really painful. Like it's almost like I had a sliver that wasn't there. That's how it was like really deep for like a couple days there. I just had to kind of walk on like, my toes almost a little bit. And then it's kind of like walking like a ninja almost. Because if I stepped on like the back side, it would just like open up and like I could feel it open up, like the flesh just like, you know, or something else. Maybe it's some metal digging in. I don't really know. We'll see though. Yeah, the worst part is it's on my like broken ankle foot too, which is like I need that one because dude, I'm like what's his name from How to Train Your Dragon.
Echo?
Yeah, maybe I'll lose that one if I have to. Which sucks because that's my dominant leg, my dominant foot. If you stand up and if you hold an instrument though in your
Having a
arms,
dominant hand, you use both your hands. Yeah. It's not as like prominent as your dominant hand does all the work, but you do have a dominant foot.
yeah, and
Usually
you
the same
have
as
to
the
like,
hand.
and you low key have to pick one or the other depending on the act you're doing. Dude, when you're standing up and holding a bass around your shoulder, what foot do you stand on? No, but if you were to like lock in and like lift a knee to kind of like, a little bit, yeah, to step on a pedal, let's say. Which one is not stepping? But if you do, but if you were playing bass and you had to step on like your distortion mid song, which foot would you use to step on it? which one is the most like likely? Because there is one that's most likely. Yeah, I use my left foot to step on pedals, and I play guitar right-handed, because my right side of my body is my dominant side, right? That's usually how it work. Either way, I mean, super glue will fix all your wounds usually. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. Amy was like, "You suck at treating your wounds." Like,
I stand by what I said.
what's wrong? What's wrong with the
She's
way I
using
do it?
super glue on a wound.
If it's deep enough. I put worse shit in my body. Let's be real. I don't know, man. How bad could it be? It closes it up if you need to be using that part of your body, and then after it goes away, after the glue is like dissolved at some point, and once it's in my bloodstream or something, the body does its own thing. Nah, it's awful for you, but shit, man, what has it really done to me? It was very deep, and I only used a little bit just so it would stop splitting for a little while. That's usually when I use it. I don't use it for everything. It's a good, in a pinch, you know, stop opening this wound type of solution. It's like a band-aid on a wound that a band-aid wouldn't be able to do anything for. Either way, I think it's not as open anymore, which is a good sign. And it doesn't hurt when I step over there. Excruciatingly so. Like, it hurt so bad to step on that spot, it felt like it was literally just like slicing into my foot again every time I'd step on it. Now it's like, don't even notice it. Who needs it? Who needs band-aids? Oh, I did tape it shut with medical tape as well.
At least it was medical, even though I don't think that's entirely what medical tape is for.
I sterilized it as well. I threw a bunch of, like, alcohol on it. And then let it dry off and then tape it shut.
That's what you're supposed to
peroxide.
use.
We don't have that anymore. Yeah, it do. But it's doing its job. Unnatural almost, yeah.
I like it. Whenever I have a wound that requires it, it's my favorite part.
It's more reassuring, I think. That's what it is.
Because it means it's doing something.
Yeah. It's kind of like my relationship with, like, vomiting. I love to vomit when I need to vomit, you know? Oh, it sucks so bad. But once you get it out of you, it's so real. Or sneezing almost. You have a good solid sneeze, you know, that's a good feeling. Do you ever pull that out too, and it's just like you feel it like slime, like pull out very deep within your sinuses, just like, oh yeah. That's heavenly right there. Yeah, and it's like you can just feel how deep in your sinus it goes, and it's just like, yeah. It's all just like a big fuck off slug coming out of your sinuses. That's what I'm saying. Some big ass like strings coming out of their nostrils. Yeah, that probably would suck, I'd bet. I haven't blown a snot bubble before, I don't think. Or piranha plants. Yeah. Or cats, I think cats do that too. Rob's a big cat guy, and he always shows me photos of his cats, and I'm just like, oh, every single time I'm just like, to be honest, I don't care, dude. I like cats, but I don't care enough where I'm just gonna like, you know, clamor over your feline. It's like when someone shows you baby pictures, and you're just like, yeah, aww. And it's just a fucking baby. They all look the same. They all do the same shit. Yeah, yeah, like rarely. Like, don't show me your baby picture. To be honest, I just don't care. It's a baby. I've seen a million babies. They all do the same shit. They all look pretty damn similar. But, oh, you know. Now, once they start getting some like personality traits, that's when it starts to become actually cute. Hunk of meat where it's just like, yeah, you know, it's like a critter with predictable patterns almost. Oh, does your baby fart a lot? So does every other baby. Is that why Rihanna cried when she was blasted and looked at Wade? But it probably unlocked like that. Listen, babies sometimes like me, but sometimes they do just look at me and cry. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. But not recently. You should just start screaming at them. No, I'm kidding. No, no, what? Man, I didn't even have swimming lessons growing up. I was just sort of like in pools a lot of my childhood. I don't know, not even that much actually. Keep in mind though, I was already 8 by that happened, by the time we moved here. That's pretty, yeah, but like, I already knew well enough how to swim by then. You know, I didn't need a life jacket for like a couple of years before we even moved here. Ow! Oh, there it is. Yep, the shoulder thing. Oh, maybe I could super glue it. That shit hurted, man. That shit hurted so bad. Amy, do you ever have back pain?
Not to the amount you're describing.
Ah, you wouldn't believe it. I remember one time it was so broken that I almost couldn't control when I had to pee. And that's how you know that you need like that's how you know it's fucked for life, but I still had control, but I could feel when I was like about to pee myself. Yeah, no, that was years ago. There's no like real way of healing it. Like you can't rest it off because the more you rest, the less that it like moves and like a muscle, you know. The less you move, the worse it gets. The more I move, the worse it gets. So it's like genuinely a combination of the two and stretching. But you can't stretch because you can't move without it hurting aggressively. There genuinely is no like solution to like that kind of back injury aside from painkillers or surgery. I haven't had my back that hurt and genuinely so long, like several years at this point. I keep hearing creepy like footsteps all around me and like zombie noises. You in a shiesty. Dude, it's kind of you. Yeah, like similar glasses and like similar like complexion and similar expression, like the thickness of the glasses too. Like, bro, actually, Loki looks like the nose is way off, but like, let's be real. Cousin. That's DJ. Randomized. Yeah. Irreversible damage to your character. Amy, where are you?
Oh,
Getting some material.
no,
Material,
I just
girl.
don't have it. I don't know what I'm doing for the top, and I don't feel like thinking. So I dig pit.
Dig pit. Nothing like a good dig pit. Pigged it. Took it to the penthouse, then I pigged it. Then I pigged it. Then I oink it. It's stupid. Mustard. Yeah, I like that being like the town hall sort of area. I just make a bigger like surrounding.
Yes, there is. I'm the front of the castle.
Yeah, I don't, oh, what if you just hollowed out the center, like with it being like that? What if the center just had a water block above those blocks and sort of fed into it a little? Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but maybe where Daryl's little like tomb, maybe that could be where like this. I'm just trying to think. I don't want to expand too far with the terraforming and shit. I'm just trying to think where I want like the little cave behind the waterfall hill should be. And I also want a waterfall to sort of, well, do we want, what do you think of like the idea of a waterfall or a couple floating off the edges of the island? Would it look like legs too much? Ah. Yeah, so like from up here it'll look like it'll just be a regular waterfall, but from like down below it'll like yeah, it'll feed into like a false water sort of thing. Maybe, but from a distance though, it might just not render the water. It might have like the blocks just floating there, you know. I won't bank on it. I guess I could just keep on building this undersurface area. It's just hard to make it look natural. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck. God, Danny Phantom, I napped like yesterday. What the fuck? Idiot head. Shady, come nap in this bed so I don't get attacked. There's a bed in the castle here.
We're trying the
Oh, wait,
XP
no.
farm. They're still here. There's more down
Um,
at the bottom of the...
oh, yeah, there's two beds down, but here. You could stay in that one. I'll just go to the down under. To the Buddha with his balls out. Ever since you said that those backyard ornaments of Buddha looked like Peter Griffin. And just their faces look like like his face just bald. Should we find? Oh, I might have some Mr. Potato Head glasses actually. Yeah, just any wire, like yeah, like soldering wire. We should just hide it there. That'd be so funny, actually. Hey, Lois. I'm Buddha, Lois. Hey, Peter, don't you think that's a tad offensive to the Buddhist people of the world? No, Joe. This is, Hey, Lois, rub my belly. Rubs belly. Something like that, maybe. I farted.
I kind of like taking the cactus away just because it ends their suffering. It's just 3 minutes of suffering.
We have alternatives already, though, that's the thing.
We just have
They
slower.
genuinely... They don't take that long, though. I'm the
these
least patient guy
fucking
there is.
Scoots.
Scoot?
Or whatever, the little armadillo shells that they throw on the ground. You get like 100 when you go in there.
Ah, Scoot.
Yeah, but every so often they pop out, and I think that's what's happening on the inside that was killing them.
They just drop the menu either way, though, don't they? The one that I had in my, like, horse area, no matter what, there would
Yeah,
be those
it's the
shells there.
turtles that are when they grow up. You get one.
And I always just chuck them out because I don't need to make dog armor. That's like their only use, I think, right?
Hmm.
For the amount they produce, did the devs just think that you're gonna have like 1,000 dogs or something?
Well, you can repair the dog armor with it.
But like, who's actually taking their dog on a mission like that? Low key, kind of a dead weight. If they don't, the dogs got nerfed a long time ago. Let's be real. Oh yeah, at the price of dogs dying. Okay, Cruella Deville.
No, that was me.
Maybe it's Cruella Deville.
Well, no, and then they all went into the water at one point, and that was so many particle effects that, like, the game froze.
That's some old
No, this was
engine right there.
Bedrock. It was genuinely there was so many dogs swimming in water that my game froze and I got a loading menu in the, like, middle of my screen. It is very much. He probably also did it, but that was the one world I had too many, and then I almost broke it.
They would all die on like the bridge, like to get to the main spot. They'd all fall off to their death. Oh, I went too far. I'm at 165. Turkey ass. Oh, now the shadow looks a little bit more like, oh, stay away from me, bitch ass zombie. Of course, as soon as I try to enjoy something, one just happens to be right there. Um, Kind of looks like King Bob from Mario 64. This guy has like half a mustache and a. Whoa, whoa! I can see what you're building, JD. I just saw you do something that made a hole there. Ah, that's probably yeah. That's what I'm seeing. I can see your shadows.
It's not a full block anymore.
Yeah. My shadow. Germa singing that Tool song. It's almost like looking at the shadow kind of feels like looking at clouds, but like the polar opposite.
worm in the middle of it now.
Yeah, you see that on the left there?
Yeah, the pathway turned. Looks like a little worm.
Little whiny worm. For me, it looks like a 16-bit posh wizard, and he has his fucking cock out. It's like 16-bit wizard with his hood, like with a hood up, or like a mage, and then the diagonal pathway is his dick and balls. And he's jacked. He's super strong and humongous, I think. Because his left arm is like he's got biceps and triceps for days. He's got teeth now. I can see you're making him teeth. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see it. Looks like he's smug about it too now. Yeah, this guy looks like he's about to throw a softball or something with his dick out. Yeah, Amy, you see what I'm seeing?
I jumped down.
I'm still seeing the squares. Like probably just one of those things. Better be one of you above me. I think I hear critters. Oh, I built like a little. Actually, I built a little platform for them to spawn on. Yeah, this just looks like a wizard, kind of. Maybe he's twirling his mustache. Maybe he's not like, what did I say? He was smoking a cigar or something. What color is your broom? Wenches bow down to me. Huh. Very fascinating island origins. Yeah. Hmm. Lonely Island. It's not that crazy. I hear just making shit up. Did you get his badge number? No, I'm kidding. That's a good sign, I guess, that shit's spawning up here somehow. Fuck. I can't lie. I might be gassed. I might be getting gassed here. I'm aggressively getting gassed out right now. It's about that time, probably. Which sucks, cause like I'm in such a mood to play, but just like I could feel that my body just like, yep, this is it. Yeah, shit, yeah, me too. I got nothing going on. Alright, well. Oh yeah, yeah, I could see. Oh! Fell through a hole. I can see it coming together now that we're all kind of working on it. It's already infinitely better with. Yep. You're.
Um,
That's an Amy question.
let's see how the buildings changed it.
Well, what color are the buildings? Oh, what if this
Yeah, I
civilization
didn't.
is like
None of my
advanced?
copper's waxed. It's
Like,
oxidizing.
what if this village has like the highest quality building material? What if it's its own biome in a way? Yeah, but like, like instead of like stone and whatever the fuck, it's almost like the underwater like Prismarine type of thing, like advanced civilization up here. But like, not saying that's the color or the brick, but like something that's like advanced looking type thing maybe. Or I don't know. What do you think? We could also build artificial clouds around it too, here and there.
No, that ruins the. We're above the clouds. We're beyond the clouds. But then it would be more like My Little Pony if we had clouds.
Let's keep in mind the little mini three-pointers have a hole around them that isn't filled in. So if you go near a mini three-pointer, um, you may fall to water, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Guess what we do with like, yeah, everything about it depends on what kind of civilization this is. I like to think it might be at least slightly more advanced, you know? It doesn't seem like I made it far, but it's hard to build down here. But I'm feeling good about the terrains that's gonna be happening.
Yeah,
Building
looking
little mini
good.
caverns. We'll discuss that at a later point. Anyways, you're... Yeah, same here. Okay, well, bye-bye.
Bye bye.